begins at a backyard hoop, a lonesome ritual of shot after shot after shot, more misses than makes. The game-winning shots from the back of the house or the edge of the driveway. The shots begin in the day and ends after dark, amidst the call of dinner's ready and just a few more shots, Mom. From that lonely hoop with the chain half off, a dream begins. The dream to join with neighbors down the street or across town, donning that jersey, the hometown high school colors, as the community cheers. The dream of a championship. It is the magic of high school basketball. From the lonely goal to a jam-packed gym and a big rivalry night. It is Pickett County Bobcats basketball.
Welcome in back to the semifinals on the boys' side. The Pickett County Bobcats getting set to take on the Powell Panthers here in the South Fork Physical Therapy Christmas Classic from Oneida High School. And well, there's a big crowd on hand, and that's mainly because of the game that's coming up after hours, as Oneida is going to get set to play Scott, and those two teams from this same county don't get to play each other a whole lot. So these fans, they want a good seat for that game. However, we got a whole game before. That's going to be pretty darn good as well, Casey.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a great matchup right here. We've got Powell High School, Pickett County. Powell's got some guys coming in that just came off of a football state championship about 10 days ago. So just getting some of those guys back. Be on the lookout, especially, Jacob, for number 22, Aiden Green, high-level football prospect. So they've got some athletes. Pickett County's been in some of those matchups before. We'll see how it plays out. It's David versus Goliath, really, 1A versus 3-4A here.
You guys will hear from Coach Amonette coming up in a little bit. He told his squad that Knox Christian team would be the most athletic and the tallest team that they would play. Well, they beat them pretty handily, 82-56 in that game. This team, he said, is going to have the most talent. But they're 4-6 on the season, so he said the record not indicative of how good this Powell team is. In case he mentioned it, in 4A, so a much bigger school. They actually went from 3A to 4A this year. And he also mentioned it, they also won a state football championship in 5A this year. So those football players have only been with the basketball team for 2 or 3 weeks, still getting acclimated to the team. And it's going to make a big difference when those football players finally get in there. Aiden Green being the big one. He's a 3-star football recruit. He's got offers from Arkansas and UT down in Knoxville at the wide receiver position. He's on the All-State 5A team, so you know he's going to be athletic. You know he's going to have the ball in his hands a lot. For Pickett County, this is another big opportunity for them, similarly to Coffee County last week, taking on a bigger team.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk just a little bit about Casey's keys for the game, Jacob, for Pickett County. Yesterday was just what the doctor ordered, as Zach Amonette really broke out of that shooting slump, had 20 big points there in the first half, and some really big three-pointers that led to Pickett County runs. Let's see if Zach can put 2 days in a row and keep the Jets turned on here today and provide that high-level play from the perimeter and keep knocking down those big three-pointers. I think number 2, you got to get high voltage / wattage from Hunter and Hunter and Heath Wattenbarger. Really Hunter's energy scoring today. He's the motor of this team. We've talked about it a lot. Heath had a game, what I would consider last game, really his probably best game of the season. He wasn't intimidated by the much bigger, more athletic Knox Christian big men. Has really, really grown up over the last few games. Third, I need Caleb Lowhorn to continue being an inspiration to this team. Saw him on America's Dirtiest Jobs last week, Jacob. Loose ball plays, 50-50 plays, offensive rebounds, second chance points, and taking a charge. One of the biggest momentum plays in basketball. He had the check mark yesterday by all those. None of those things show up in the stat sheet. And Caleb Lowhorn, he really doesn't care. The biggest stat that he cares about is that big W at the end of the game, Jacob. Those are going to be tonight's Casey's keys for Pickett County.
For the Powell Panthers, I mentioned it, 4-6 on the season, but playing much tougher competition than Pickett County probably is facing, at least bigger competition. They actually fell. They won their first game of the season against William Blount and then fell in their next 5. Over the last 4, they've won a good amount of ball games. 3-1 in their last 4 with a loss to Knoxville Halls sandwiched in between there. They opened up this tournament with a win against Fairleigh out of Memphis, 82-28. So this team can play some basketball.
Yeah, they can score. They've got some prolific scorers. Really Casey's keys for Powell. Find ways to get deep into the Pickett County bench. They don't have, they play about 6-7 deep in their rotation. Still got Will Eminette on that day-to-day tag, so he won't be available tonight. So, I feel like Pickett County, they're going to need to play straight up in the defensive when they get down in there deep and try to get to the rack. Don't allow spot-up shooters to get hot. We've seen some guys be able to knock down some shots here at warm-ups. It feels like they're going to have some athletes that can really shoot the three-point ball. And then lastly, we talked about this in a little bit in the girls' game. This is survive and advance, right? It's tournament play. It's got a big game feel. There's a lot of people here. You're going to have a lot of enthusiasm. Even though most people didn't come to see this game, the fans are going to get a nice little treat right here for this game coming up.
Maybe twice the size of Pickett County's gym, so add it on 1,500 more people, and we'll tag it around 2,500 people or so. Almost a packed gym here at Oneida. It's the semifinals of the boys' side, the South Fork Physical Therapy Christmas Tournament. The Powell Panthers getting set to take on the Pickett County Bobcats. Take a short break, come back, and hear from the head coach of the Pickett County Bobcats, Joseph Amonette. That's coming up next.
This is the People's Bank Countdown to Tip-Off. People's Bank and Trust of Pickett County.
Today, many families are looking for smaller homes, preferring quality craftsmanship and luxury amenities over square footage. Whether it's an empty nest or a desire to live a simpler life with less clutter, small spaces are in demand. Whatever you're looking for in a new home, People's Bank can arrange a home mortgage plan to meet your needs and fit your unique situation. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Automotive, electrical, building construction.
Where does your son
repair,
or daughter want to be?
Cosmetology.
Does your graduate want a career?
Diesel technology.
Good
EMT,
money without bad debt?
HVAC technology.
The Tennessee College of Applied Technology
Industrial maintenance.
can deliver a career in a year,
Information
a
technology
future
tools, nursing,
in the career field your
medical
son or
assistant,
daughter
pharmacy
wants.
tech, power
And
line
often,
technology,
it can be
transportation and
free.
distribution,
Visit
welding,
tcatlivingston.edu.
Rolling toward tip-off. Pickett County Basketball. The People's Bank Countdown to Tip-Off.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at kieslingins.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
Welcome back here on Pickett County Basketball, talking with head coach Joseph Amonette of the Pickett County Bobcats. Coach, big win over Knox Christian in your guys' first game in the quarterfinals here in the Oneida Christmas Tournament, 82-54. Going into the game, we didn't know a whole lot about them. I'm sure you guys knew a good amount about them, but just coming in, they looked athletic, they looked very tall. How were you guys able to negate that and then get out with the big win?
You know, when we scouted them, I told the team that it was the most athletic and long, the team with the most length that we would play all season. And Five Star Preps had just written an article. They were the best kept secret in Knoxville, but it was a game of fundamental and skill versus length and athleticism. And most of those kids are not from America. A lot of them don't speak English, and I just think our style of play in a high school game allowed us to kind of dominate the game.
Zach played really well in that one. He had 14 points in the first quarter, kind of got back into the groove shooting the basketball. The last two games was struggling to shoot it, especially from outside. Was there any message from you, or is it just kind of keep shooting the basketball, the shoot or shoot mentality?
You know, with Zach, he's been around a long time. It's a percent. He's a 45% three-point shooter. You know, that doesn't mean that every 10 that he shoots, he's going to make 4.5 of them. But you know, I think he had 14 the first quarter, 21 in the first half, and kind of set the tone up for us on an offensive end. And I've got 100% confidence in his ability to shoot the ball and wasn't worried about it.
You got Powell here in the semifinals, and another chance for your team to take on a bigger school. Powell 4-6 on the season, but saw against Coffee County, those bigger schools, they've got some bigger players, they've got some athletes on the team. What do you expect to see from this Panthers squad as you guys get ready for them here tonight?
Oh, this is the most talented team we play. You know, their record is not representative of their talent. I think they got to the state championship game in 4A, and 4 of their 5 starters were football players, so they've only had their football players for 10 days. One of them is the top wide receiver in the state. He's got offers, I think, from Arkansas, Ole Miss, and Tennessee. So a really athletic team. They put 5 guys on the floor that can score. It'll be a really good challenge for us. You know, I think the thing with us, and I was real pleased last, you know, Caleb Lohorn kind of set the tone for us to start that last game. And then, you know, I thought the growth of Eli Reagan in that game to give us a sixth guy in the rotation and a 7th when Will gets back. I think those two kids really helped set the tone for that Knox Christian game, and we're going to have that same type of attitude and same type of enthusiasm as we play tonight.
I wanted to talk about Jacob as well because he has kind of stepped up, especially since that Coffee County game. That was kind of his first game, I guess, in that point guard position. In the last 2, seems like he's played fairly well. What have you thought on his play, especially stepping up in Will's absence?
You know, I think he's played really well, especially for a freshman. I think against Livingston he had 14 points and 6 assists. I think last night, and you know, he ended up with like 11 points and 5 assists. I think he's played really, really well. It's tough. You know, Jacob started the year at the 2-guard spot. I brought Zach back. I moved him to the 4-man. He played that. Will goes hurt. I moved him to the point guard. So I've kind of thrown him all over the place, and he's adjusted really well. I think he's playing real well for us right now, and it'll just make him better as he grows as a player.
Lastly, Coach, how do you hope a tournament like this, obviously you get the Christmas tournament next week in Florida as well, how do you hope tournaments like these prepare your guys for the actual postseason tournament come March?
This is the reason I scheduled them. You know, I wanted a tournament that was 3 straight days. I wanted one that was a little bit of a hostile environment. In Oneida, there'll be a really good crowd here tonight, especially Oneida and Scott County play after us, and I think it's only about the 2nd time they've played in 10 years. So the gym will be full, and it challenges you mentally. You got to win. It's just like if we're going to play on Thursday, you got to win Thursday, Friday, Saturday to win a state tournament. So I don't want the first time that we get into that setting to be a March. So we're here. We're trying to get experience in a tournament setting so that it'll make us better down the road.
Head Coach Joseph Amonette with the Pickett County Bobcats. They're taking on Powell here in a little bit. We'll be back in a moment.
Pickett County Bobcats basketball. Today's game sponsored by Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well. Local experts taking care of local people. Byrdstown Medical Center, Brown's Funeral Chapel. Brown's stands beside you at those difficult moments of life. Count on Brown's Funeral Chapel. By Union Bank, serving Byrdstown, Jamestown, and Clark Range. More than 117 yards of serving the neighbors of our hometown. Member FDIC. And by Milestone Physical Therapy, orthopedic care that improves your life. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. Milestone.
Welcome back to Oneida as we get geared up for Pickett County taking on Powell. The Pickett County Bobcats 8-2 on the season, taking on the Powell Panthers 4-6 on the season. Starters are being announced. We'll bring them to you as well. The Pickett County Bobcats will be the away team on the scoreboard in their away black uniforms rather than the gray ones that they wore yesterday. They'll send out the same starting 5 as yesterday. Jacob Amonette is wearing the number 11. 15 is Zach Amonette. Caleb Lohorn wearing the number 23. 34 is Hunter Wattenbarger, and 35 is Heath Wattenbarger. On the other side for the Powell Panthers, their head coach is Gary Barnes. They send out a lot of size, a lot of talent, and a lot of athleticism. They look like this. Number 2 is a senior, a 6'4 guard, Austin Hurd. Number 4 is senior, a 6'5 guard, Eli Walls. 13 is Caleb Walker. He's a sophomore. Aiden Green wears the number 22. He's the 3-star wide receiver who just won a state championship with the Powell Panthers. He is 6'3". And Bryce Jardrette wears the number 24. He is a junior. The Powell Panthers in their home white uniforms with black numbers and letters and orange trim around that as well. This Panthers team Got the size similar to Knox Christian yesterday, and you got to think maybe a little more well put together than that Knox Christian team was yesterday.
Yeah, they're going to be well coached, more disciplined, and they're going to play a lot better fundamentally than the team that we saw yesterday. So agree with Coach Amonette. Yesterday's probably the lengthiest team we're going to see. This is right here is a really athletic team. Jacob, they're very well coached. Let's see if the Bobcats are up to the challenge right here tonight.
The Powell Panthers in Class 4A, the Pickett County Bobcats in Class 1A. The tip up, and we're underway from Oneida. The Panthers come away with it. Aiden Green was able to tip it away from Caleb Lowhorn. The Panthers will start out with the ball first. This is Green on the right wing. Give it back to Jardre, top of the key. With it left wing into the hands of Walker. Walker reversing along the perimeter. Moving to the right side, now looking down low. That ball's turned over, and the Bobcats come up with a steal. Austin Hurd was trying to get it down there. The Bobcats will have it. Here's Hunter Wattenbarger, left wing, free throw line extended. Bobcats with their first offensive possession. Zach Amonette last night had 14 points in the first quarter. Here's Jacob Amonette, man-to-man defense. Jacob gets to the rack, lays it up and in. The freshman with 2 points to start off the game, and the Bobcats on top by 2.
Just blew by the defender, able to get to the rack. Nice first deuce right there by Jacob.
So the Panthers back with it, trailing by 2, looking for some points. A minute in here to this ball game. This is Green on the left wing. Green dribbling around. Will give it back, tap the key in the hands of Jardre, move it right side. Panthers still surveying. Jardre thought about trying a triple. Now Green inside on Hunter Wattenbarger. Puts up the shot with a little turnaround and gets it to fall for his first deuce. Aiden Green with 2 points, ties the ball game up at 2 with 6:40 to play here in the first. Hunter Wattenbarger had the ball knocked loose. Zach Amonette with it. Caleb Lowhorn down low, and Caleb Lowhorn with 2 points. You know, maybe the two most unlikely scores to start off the ball game for this Bobcats team. Jacob Amonette and Caleb Lowhorn at the other end. An easy deuce for Austin Hurd, who was backing down Lowhorn.
Yeah, I'm going to have to figure out how to get him off the block. He just had position. He's a bigger kid.
Zach Amonette pulling up from the elbow, gets hit, and that's going to be a foul on Aiden Green. It'll send Zach to the line for 2 free throws. It was a nice move. He caught the ball in the wing, jabbed right, went left, created the separation, and then Green was able to hit him as he was on the way up.
Jump shooter going straight up. They're going to protect him right there pretty good. Got him pretty good on the arm.
Amonette knocked down the first free throw. That's his first point of the ball game. Mentioned it, played very well yesterday, especially in the first half. He had 21 points at halftime. He hit 5 triples in that first half. Hits 2 free throws right there, and the Bobcats lead by 2, 6-4, with 6:10 to play here in the first quarter. Powell Panthers back with the basketball on the top of the key. Moving it to the right side for Jardre. Jardre goes past Amonette, pulls up from 15 feet, can't get it to fall, and Hunter Wattenbarger the rebound. He'll clear it away to Jacob Amonette, give it off to Heath. Heath will find Hunter, left wing, free throw line extended. Now he'll penetrate, get to the middle of the lane, put up the floater, got it to go, and the Bobcats have not missed a shot yet.
Yeah, really nice move right there by Wattenbarger. He skied up high, was able to just teardrop one in. Really nice play.
4 different players have scored for the Bobcats, and a 3 answers at the other end from Bryce Jardre.
Got a hot pace right here to start the game.
Makes it 8-7. Jacob Amonette along the baseline. Hunter Wattenbarger a triple try. That one short. Heath the rebound underneath the basket. Got fouled, and he'll be at the line for 2 freebies. He has really stepped up his presence underneath the basket.
Yeah, his last game for sure. I thought it was one of his best games of the season. He's been able to get some garbage stuff, rebounds, played really good defense. He's going to go to the line right here and knock down 2 free throws, but not before a timeout, Jacob.
Timeout taken by Powell. It's a 30-second one. We'll keep it right here. You mentioned the fast pace to start this game. Just 5:20 to play in the first quarter. We already got 15 points. The Bobcats have not missed a shot yet, and a chance for Heath to go to the line here again.
Yeah, they've got off to a really hot start, able to get some easy shots around the bucket. Got a layup. Hunter had a nice runner. Zach knocked down a couple of free throws, so we're getting the stuff that the Pickett County Bobcats are getting the stuff that they want right now. Just got to sustain that and got to sustain that energy that they've started the game with as well.
And I said the Bobcats haven't missed a shot. I kind of forgot about Hunter's 3-ball in the corner. We'll consider that a pass to his brother Heath, who was on the receiving end of that short shot, and it finds Heath at the line after the timeout. He'll have 2 free throws coming. And again, this gym absolutely packed, but not because of this ball game. There are a lot of Bobcat fans here, as the fans do travel well for Pickett County. Most of these fans, however, are for the next ball game between Oneida and Scott. 2 good free throws from Heath Wattenbarger, and all 5 starters have already scored in this ball game for Pickett County. Pretty good distribution. It's 10-7. 5:14 to play in the first quarter. Turnaround jumper coming from the Panthers, no good. Rebounds loose, and it's picked up offensively for the Panthers. In the corner to George Ray. Fires the triple, couldn't get it to fall. Hunter Wattenbarger the rebound. Jacob Amonette will bring it up for the Bobcats on the right side. He'll go behind the back, hand off to Hunter. Hunter crosses over, steps back, can't get a shot off, will drive right baseline, pick up his dribble, and the pass is picked off. He was looking for Heath. At the other end, Eli Walls, a push off. That's going to be an offensive foul on Eli Walls. Eli Walls picked up his second foul, just kind of threw his forearm into Heath, and again, nice job by Heath Wattenbarger to be in good position and stay straight up.
Absolutely, and also everybody in the gym saw that one. The guy on the top row was yelling about that one as well, so a real easy call right there for the official.
Darius Kennebrew will get set to check in at the next dead ball for the Panthers. Here's Hunter Wattenbarger, down low to Heath for the Bobcats. Back to Hunter, middle of the lane floater, no good, just a little short on the attempt.
Just short-armed it up there. Really good look, though, that time as well.
Aiden Green in transition now. He runs into Zach Amonette, and Zach is going to pick up an early blocking foul, they say. That'll be the first foul on the Bobcats, the first on Zach. Darius Kennebrew will check in for Eli Walls, who just picked up his second foul. 10-7 ball game. Bobcats lead by 3. 4:23 remaining in the first quarter. Panthers inbounding on the baseline. We got a foul call going the other way. This one called on the Panthers. They didn't even inbound the ball.
Yeah, Austin Hurd he had his arms wrapped completely around Lowhorn, trying to set a screen, and the officials caught him on it right there. Turnover to the Bobcats.
You heard from Coach Amonette saying Caleb Lowhorn was the catalyst to start the game yesterday, both offensively and defensively. Here's the Bobcats, and that's an errant pass from Zach Amonette looking for a cutting Hunter Wattenbarger, who's tried to slip a screen to the basket. It was off his hands, out of bounds last, and the Panthers get the ball back with 4:14 remaining in the first. Aiden Green will bring it up. Pass off to Kennebrew, moving to right side for George Ray. George Ray over to screen, a curl screen to Green, turns around, fires it away. That's way deep off the window. And a weak side rebound by Jacob Amonette. Amonette drive in, kick out Hunter. 3 ball from the left side, in and out, no good. Heath the rebound, kick it back out to Zach. Zach driving in, gets it to Caleb Lowhorn, down low. He missed it, the rebound's loose. And the Powell Panthers are able to clear it away. But that pass picked off in transition. Hunter Wattenbarger with it. Drives in on Aiden Green, gets to the basket, gets fouled. Instead, they're going to call it a jump ball. Nice tie up there by Darius Kennebrew.
Really good defense. He had the ball down low as he was trying to bring it up. The little guard just jumped in there and grabbed it, tied him up. Really good defensive play right there.
Bobcats will keep it underneath the basket. Jacob Amonette looking to inbound, finds Hunter in the corner. Hunter Wattenbarger will bring it along the perimeter towards the top of the key. Takes a handoff, has 2 defenders on him. Now will pass out to Heath. He'll try the triple. It's short, gets his own rebound, follows it up, and missed on the putback attempt.
Tough look right there. He's point blank. He's got to knock that one down.
2 missed bunnies on that possession for the Bobcats, and they come out empty-handed. Panthers with the basketball. Kennebrew, top of the key, will move it to right side into the Caleb Walker's hands for the first time. Into the corner, it goes to George Ray. That's going to be a travel. He tried to step out along the perimeter, and I think that's a pretty good call.
Yeah, I do as well. We've hit a little lull here, too. A couple of turnovers, a couple possessions ago. Pickett County couldn't get the bunny to go. 3 tough trips right there where they come up empty on points. Let's see if they can get it turned around right here.
Eli Reagan's going to check in for the first time. Comes in for Caleb Lowhorn. Here is Reagan with the basketball. Hand off to Zach. 3 ball on the way. In and out, no good. Fighting for the rebound is Reagan, though. He's got it. Finds Heath into the corner to Jacob. Blocked out of bounds by George Ray. Clean block by Bryce George Ray here in the near side on the perimeter.
Yeah, good defensive play. He came out, guarded the 3-point shooter. Just able to get up vertically and knock it away.
Jacob Amonette trying to inbound to Eli Reagan. He does. Eli Reagan gets to the middle of the court, give it back over to Jacob Amonette on the wing. Skip it over to Zach, top of the key. He'll penetrate, pull up from 15 feet, and he will knock it down. Rattled around for a little while before it finally fell in. That's Zach's first field goal of the game. He's got 4. 2:30 to play here in this first quarter. It's 12-7. Bobcats leading by 5. George Ray on a curl screen takes the 3, and nothing but nylon for Bryce George Ray, his second 3 of the game. 12-10. That ball's loose on the ground. Jacob Amonette fighting for it, still loose, finally picked up by the Panthers. Dre will bring it up. Aiden Green fires the triple. He knocks it down, and the Panthers are up by 1. Aiden Green hits the 3 in transition. Now the Bobcats trailing 13-12, under 2 to play. Spin move underneath for Zach. Amonette lost it and got it back. Hunter Weinbarger fakes a 3, drives to the basket, lays it up and in from the left side. He's got 4 points. We'll get our first look at Noah Brewer, the sophomore, checking in at the next dead ball. 1:42 to play here in the first quarter. The Bobcats lead by 1, 14-13. Aiden Green driving. Aiden Green penetrating. Will pull it back out. Pass off to Walker. Over to Kennebrew right side. Will then give it to Jar. Check that. That's Austin Hurd looking down low to Kennebrew. Backing down Reagan. A turnaround jumper is good in the middle of the lane for Darius Kennebrew.
Nice play. He's got a little mismatch right there. See if they try to exploit that.
Here's Jacob Amonette on the right baseline. Skips a pass all the way over to Hunter Wattenbarger, then throws it in the corner to Eli Reagan, but they're going to call a blocking foul before the pass on Darius Kennebrew. That'll be his first. Noah Brewer will check in for Austin Hurd. Jacob Amonette will take it out for Pickett County. 1:08 to play in the first. It's 15-14. They lead it by 1. That pass poked out of bounds, last touched by Powell. And Pickett County will keep it here on the near sideline. So Jacob Amonette will take it out again. Inbound to Eli Reagan along the perimeter. 1:06 to play in this first quarter. Throw it to Zach Amonette, looking down low to Heath. It was a little too high, but Zach is able to corral it back in. Zach on the right baseline, driving on Aiden Green, gets past him, gets to the basket, but it's blocked behind by Noah Brewer, who just checked in. Panthers back with the basketball, trailing by 1. Aiden Green transition 3 is off the mark to the left. That'll careen out of bounds. And Pickett County back with the basketball.
That was a deep 3 right there, Jacob. Coach going to give Green a little breather right here. Breathing a little hard, still trying to get back into basketball condition after a long football season.
Austin Hurd checked back in for him. 42 seconds to play in the first quarter. It's 15-14. Bobcats leading by 1, trying to add on. Hunter Wattenbarger on the wing, left side. Looking down low to Heath. That pass poked from behind. That's going to be a turnover by Pickett County. Noah Walker, make that Caleb Walker, will bring it up. Move it right side for Kennebrew. Give it in the corner for Hurd, who fires away the baseline jumper. It's no good. Walker, the offensive rebound, back up, no good. Another offensive rebound is good for Austin Hurd. 2 points for him. He's got 4. It's 17-14 in favor of the Panthers. Bobcats trail by 3. 5 seconds to play in the first. Jacob Amonette spin move, middle of the lane, puts up the floater, couldn't get it. Rebound, Brewer, and that's the end of the first, with the Pickett County Bobcats trailing the Powell Panthers 17-14. Good first quarter of action. We'll have another one coming up right after this.
This is David Price, your Twin Lakes Business Solutions Consultant. The holidays are a wonderful time to count the many blessings of this year. And if you're a small business owner, it's also time to be planning for next year. Twin Lakes would love to help with fast, reliable gig speed broadband and voice packages, all at prices that will have you counting even more blessings. Give me a call today at 931-476-2151 or visit twinlakes.net to learn how Twin Lakes can transform your business today.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Get ready to start off this second quarter. Standing room only already here at Oneida High School for this first semifinal matchup between the Pickett County Bobcats and the Powell Panthers. Panthers leading after 1 quarter of action, 17-14. They'll start off with the basketball here. Kennebrew tried to throw it inside. That pass picked off by the Bobcats. They create a turnover to start this second quarter of action. Zach Amonette in transition, crosses over, pulls up from 15 feet, in and out, no good. I like the shot, just couldn't get it to fall.
Yeah, really good shot selection.
Up ahead it goes to Jardre, off pass it off to Hurd. Hurd tried to throw up a shot through some contact and no good. Jacob Amonette now with it for the Bobcats. Off to Hunter Wattenbarger in between the legs. Gets to the middle of the lane. That ball's loose, and they're going to call a foul on the Panthers. Two defenders came down on him. That one might be on Kennebrew from the weak side, and it is. So Darius Kennebrew tagged with his second foul. Two subs will come back in. Aiden Green and Eli Walls for Kennebrew and Walker. Heath Wattenbarger checked in for his brother Hunter. So it's Caleb Lohorn, Heath Wattenbarger, Zach Amonette, Eli Reagan, and Jacob Amonette. Jacob inbounds to Zach. 15-foot jump shot from the left wing is short, no good. Powell in transition, leading by 3, 45 seconds into the second quarter. Baseball pass in the corner to George Ray. Top of the key it goes. A shot fake from Walls. Goes to the basket, puts up the shots, and they're going to count it with the foul. Eli Walls got to the basket. Caleb Lohorn tried to draw a charge. They're going to call it a block, and it sends Eli Walls to the line for one.
Really nice play right there by Walls. He jab stepped around the free throw line, takes it down right down the center of the paint. Caleb Lohorn about a step late trying to get over there and draw that charge. He's going to knock down the free throw as well, Jacob.
Walls knocks it down, and it's now 20-14. Pickett trailing by 6, and this was a game Pickett County had it going offensively. Since then, just like you mentioned it a little bit ago, just a bit of a lull, especially offensively for the the Bobcats.
Yeah, they turned the ball over 4 times in the first half. They want to do much better than that.
Here's a back cut by Zach Amonette, finds Eli Reagan for a triple try, and that's nothing but net.
Really nice penetration. Nice bucket by Eli Reagan. Big shot.
A big one, and Coach Amonette said, you know, he's liked what Eli Reagan has given them off the bench, and that's going to help even more. Eli Walls, kick out to Brewer. He'll try the 3. It's off the mark, and that should be over the back. Instead, I think they got Pickett County on the foul in the box out. They did. They're going to attack Caleb Lohorn now with his second. They're going to say he rooted out Hurd.
Yeah, he's trying to get in there and position his body on a rebound. Just trying to jockey in there. Got caught up holding that time.
So it'll be the second foul on Caleb Lohorn. Only the team's third inside, and a man's move for Eli Walls finds another deuce.
Yeah, it's big boy basketball right there. Nice move to the goal by Walls.
5-point advantage for the Panthers. Step back for Zach Amonette. Will kick it back out to Hunter. Give it back to Zach. Now he'll pull up from 15. Going to be short again. That's his second air ball in a row. 6:14 to play. Panthers with the basketball again on the right side. It goes to Aiden Green, who crosses over. Hunter Wattenbarger on defense on him. He always likes taking that hard challenge defensively. Here's Walls being guarded by Jacob Amonette. Dump it down to Hurd. He'll go up off the glass, and good. The size proving to be an issue here for Pickett County, and that's going to lead to a timeout taken by the Bobcats. It's 24-17, a 30-second timeout taken by Pickett County. With 5:56 to play in the second quarter, they've completely switched the momentum, has this Powell Panthers team.
Yeah, they really have. Pickett's really struggled to score offensively. They've turned the ball over a few times. Powell's came down. They've had some really patient sets. They've got some really good looks off some screens, allowed some players to get inside and just be uncontested for a couple of points there, Jacob. So we got to tighten that up. Pickett County's got to tighten that up, figure out how to get some points, take care of the basketball.
I mentioned it, they're throwing out. The Panthers are 6'4", 6'5", 6'3", and Austin Hurd, Eli Walls, and Aiden Green, respectively. And all three of those players are taller than almost every player on the court for Pickett County. Heath Wattenbarger might be 6'3". That might be giving him an inch. 24-17 out of the timeout. Jacob Amonette with the basketball. Skip it over to Hunter on the wing. Hunter's going to take the 3, and that's short, no good. They needed that one to go down. Panthers clear away the rebound. Walls will bring it up on the left wing. Being guarded by Hunter Wattenbarger. Will give it off to Green. Move it right side for Walker. Walker looking around. Will give it back to Green. Top of the key. Battling down low is Brewer with Reagan. 5:30 to play in the second quarter. Walker got to the left baseline. Now Walls has it. Fakes the 3. Steps back. Fires it away. In and out. No good. Offensive rebound for the Panthers. Back up for Walker. No good. And the rebound finally cleared away for the Bobcats. Jacob Amonette will bring it up across the timeline. Penetrate. Put up the little floater in the lane. It's off the back iron. No good. Just not really running too much of a set. That was very early in the offense that time for Jacob Amonette. At the other end, ball lost out of bounds is going to belong to the Bobcats. So we'll come back in.
Powell started this quarter, Jacob, on a 7-3 run right here. Pickett County really needs a bucket right here. Stop some of this bleeding.
So Pickett County will get the ball back after the turnover. Caleb Lowhorn checks back in along with Jardrette for the Powell Panthers. Zach Amonette in the middle of the lane. Got a nice little jumper to go.
Got up in the air and almost had to double clutch it, let the defender come by. He went up really high.
Aiden Green at the other end. Nobody really picked him up, and then uncontested putback after the miss for Austin Hurd. He's got 8 points.
Yeah, Coach Amonette really not excited about the effort right now on the rebounding.
Hunter Wattenbarger with it on the top of the key, being guarded by Hurd. We'll move it left wing for Zach Amonette. Zach goes between the legs, tries to drive in, get to the middle of the court. He lost the handle on it. It's stolen away by Jardrette. Picked up by Heath Wattenbarger. Down low to Hunter. Spins around on the block. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebound. Fought for. Heath's got it. Heath trying to go up. They're going to say he got fouled, and he'll be at the line. Foul going to be called on the Panthers. Is going to be on Eli Walls. That'll be his third here in the first half, and it's the 7th team foul on the Panthers, so it's 1 in bonus from here on out with 4:09 to play in the first half, 26-19.
Yeah, he's got 5 right here in the corner, so that's a big deal. Getting him out of the ball game, he provides some offense. More importantly, Pickett County's going to be shooting free throws now on every Powell foul, so we'll watch for that as well.
Heath can't connect on the first free throw. He'll try it again on the second one here. And that one rattles in. He goes 3 of 4, is 3 of 4 at the line tonight. It's 26-20. Pickett trailing by 6. Powell with the basketball halfway through this second quarter. Walker, top of the key, is going to fire away the triple. That one way off the mark. Rebound picked up on the weak side by Heath Wattenbarger. Jacob Amonette will bring it up now for the Bobcats. Move it to the left side. Hand off to Hunter on the wing. He'll go between the legs. Now try to penetrate. Get to the basket. Kick it back out to Jacob for a 3 try. That one short, no good, but Caleb Lowhorn, the offensive rebound. Zach Amonette tries a triple. That one goes, and that's a big shot.
Yeah, that's my man right there. Caleb Lowhorn on a big rebound. He got the bench excited. Zach knocked down a 3. Let's see if they can make a run.
Bobcats within 1 possession. Down low to Hurd, trying to go over Heath Wattenbarger. Rebounded by Zach Amonette, and that's going to be a foul on Hurd. And it is. Had to wait for a second to make sure that was the call. Austin Hurd going over the back of Zach Amonette. And Zach Amonette going to be at the line here for 1 in bonus.
Yeah, chance to cut it to a 1-point game right here. That was can't get over that. That was a huge play right there by Caleb rebound, that offensive rebound that he was able to get. Kick it over to Zach for the 3 ball. Really nice play. Got the energy. The bench is fired up down there. Pickett County's got re-energized right here with 3:24 to go second quarter.
Now a chance for the senior to knock down a couple of 1 in bonus free throws. Hits the front end with a shooter's touch. He'll have a bonus free throw coming up to get Pickett within 1. It's 26-24. Second free throw, nothing but net that time. He's 4 of 4 on the night so far, and he's already into double figures with 11. It's 26-25, 3:20 to play in the second quarter. Aiden Green over on a curl screen to Jardrette, kick it on the left wing for Walker. Walker spins around left baseline, steps back, fires it away, and knocks it down. That was a pretty move. Caleb Walker's first 2 points of the contest. Zach Amonette with the basketball, picks it up, hand off to Jacob, who will drive to the right baseline, get underneath the basket, wrap a pass to Hunter all along the baseline, who knocks down the triple from the corner.
Yeah, Jacob drove it all the way into the rack, all the way underneath the goal, and found Hunter wide open in the corner, knocked it down. Great shot, Hunter.
At the other end, Jardrette trying to answer, and he rattles it in from the perimeter. That's his 9th point of the ball game, all of them coming from downtown. It's 31-28. Panthers lead by 3. Zach Amonette with the basketball for the Bobcats. Drives in, finds Heath on the right wing. He penetrates, tried to pass it down low for Zach. It was poked out of bounds, last touched by the Panthers, and the Bobcats will keep it underneath the basket. 2:28 to play in the second quarter. It's 31-28. Bobcats trailing by those 3 points. With the basketball, tried to inbound to Hunter Wattenbarger. That ball out of bounds, and they're going to say it was last touched by Kinnebrew, so it'll stay with the Bobcats on the opposite side. They take it out on the left block this time. Jacob still the trigger man. Throws it into Zach Amonette, top of the key. Being guarded by Aiden Green, spins around, gets bumped. Now on the perimeter, will fire away the triple. It's short, no good. Rebound picked up by Brewer, and then a foul on the weak side by the Bobcats.
I believe they're going to pick up that one on Heath right there.
And they do get it on Heath. That's going to be Heath's first and the team's fourth. Eli Reagan checks in for Zach Amonette here. So now if you're the Bobcats, who are you going to go to offensively? Zach with 11 points of the 28. It was very balanced to start the game, but since then it's been all Zach. Aiden Green with the basketball for the Panthers. 2:10 to play here in the second quarter. A deep two coming from Jardre is no good and rebounded by the Bobcats. Back the other way, Jacob Amonette with the basketball on the top of the key, being guarded by Jardre. Spin move in the lane, putting up the floater and banked it in off the window.
That's big boy basketball right there. He's grown up. Spin move down low. He's able to get it to go. Really nice move by Jacob.
At the other end, Aiden Green dicing up the defense and gets it to fall after it sat on the rim for just a second. 33-30. Frenetic pace continues. Jacob Amonette feeling it, putting up a wild shot. That one was out of the offense, and coach not happy about that one. 33-30. Aiden Green on the left wing. Top of the key goes to Kinnebrew. Right side to Jardre. Fires away the triple. Knocks it down again. He's got 12.
Somebody's going to have to step up and guard him.
He's hit 4 threes in this ball game. And a big reason why the Panthers lead by 6, 36-30 with 1:15 to play in the second quarter. Hunter Wattenbarger gets the middle of the lane. We'll find Heath will drive to the basket, spin around, get fouled, and he'll be at the line again for 2 shots.
Yeah, I really like the aggressiveness right there by Heath. He takes it into the lane. Pressure comes. He spins away from it. Is able to get a shot up. He's going to go for the line right here, Jacob. Try to knock down a couple of free throws, get us back to within a 4-point ball game.
36-30 right now with 67 seconds on the clock. Heath at the line, cannot connect on the first free throw. Sub coming back in for Pickett County is Zach Amonette for Caleb Lowhorn, and for the first time for the Powell Panthers is Jake Smith. Jake Smith, a junior for this squad. Heath at the line, second free throw, rattled it in that time. He's got 4 points. He's 4 of 6 from the line. 1:06 to play in the second quarter, and some full court pressure here, and maybe dropping back into a 1-3-1 for the Bobcats. Here's Jardre, right wing it goes to Smith. Smith dribbling with the left hand, will give it back to Jardre out near half court. Under 50 seconds to play in the second quarter. It's 36-31. Aiden Green on the left wing, holding the basketball, being guarded by Jacob Amonette. Will give it off to Jardre. They got that switch defensively. Hunter is on Jardre now rather than Jacob Amonette. Here's Aiden Green, top of the key, moving to right side for Brewer. 30 seconds to play in the second quarter. Down low is Walker, got wide open, lays it up and in for the 2 points. Now 25 seconds remaining in the first half. It's 38-31, the biggest lead of the ball game for the Panthers. Jacob Amonette move it left side. That pass almost picked off, and that's going to be Panthers basketball as it was touched last by Hunter Wattenbarger.
Yeah, they forced us out, forced Pickett County out away from the goal. Jacob tried to make a long cross-court pass to kind of start the offense. Good defense right there by Powell.
Walker on the perimeter on the right side, looking to get the pass down low. That pass is stolen away by Jacob Amonette with 7 seconds to play. Had to pick up his dribble as 2 defenders were in front of him, and that's going to be a travel on Jacob Amonette, so the Panthers with the ball back.
Yeah, Jacob just got caught in no man's land. He's trying to speed it up court, trying to beat the clock. He's got 5 seconds to go. Just turned it over.
4.8 seconds on the clock. Panthers back with the ball on the far side. We'll throw it into the backcourt for Jardre. Jardre back to Green. Deep triple from the right side. Hits the rafters. Had more time than he thought. He threw that ball up with a little over a second on the clock. Could have taken a couple of dribbles. Hit the rafters. Now with .2, the Bobcats will have the ball and not enough time to get a shot off. Halftime score 38-31 in favor of the Powell Panthers here in the semifinals on the boys' side. The first semifinal game of the night. The Pickett County Bobcats trailing by 7. We'll take a short break it down for you at halftime here from Oneida.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Wellness is about people. People like Dr. Andrew Todd, Dr. Matthew J. King, FNP Benjamin Aaron. Local experts taking care of local people so you can relax and feel at home. That's the goal at Byrdstown Medical Center, making it a comfortable place where you and the team focus on your health. Being well. Byrdstown Medical Center. Schedule an appointment today, 864-3187. That's 864-3187. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
This is David Price, your Twin Lakes Business Solutions Consultant. The holidays are a wonderful time to count the many blessings of this year. And if you're a small business owner, it's also time to be planning for next year. Twin Lakes would love to help with fast, reliable gig speed broadband and voice packages, all at prices that will have you counting even more blessings. Give me a call today at 931-476-2151 or visit twinlakes.net to learn how Twin Lakes can transform your business today.
Looking back at halftime, halftime score 38-31 in favor of the Powell Panthers on top of the Pickett County Bobcats. The Bobcats led early on in this ball game, but the Panthers were able to knock down some shots, play some good defense, and get back up by 7. Now their biggest lead of the ball game here at halftime.
Yeah, Pickett County went through a scoring slump right there in the middle of the second quarter. Jacob turned the ball over a few times. Zach had a couple of ill-advised shots. Jacob had a couple of, got down low, really got up in the air, didn't really have anywhere to go with it. So, we've had a few turnovers, led to empty possessions, down 7 points right here. I think it's still anybody's ball game. A couple of runs one way or the other right here. One team's wanting to try to put the other team away, another team's wanting to try to claw back into it. So I think it'll be a great third quarter. Pickett County's not going to lay down. They're going to come back. They're going to give it their best fighting chance right here. Sure, Coach Eminette right now is talking to him about protecting the basketball, getting the most out of each possession.
Gives a little flashbacks of the Livingston game last week on Thursday. They were down at the break and were able to storm back in the second half, put up a big second half, and win that game by a pretty comfortable margin. However, this Powell team, a little bit more firepower on their side. If you're Pickett County, what do you have to try to do? Is it mainly just kind of shoring up things that you're not doing well here in the first half, or do you have to do a couple of extra things in the second half?
Yeah, number one, they've not defended the paint down there very well at all on the defensive end. Powell's been able to get a lot of shots, easy shots, just around the bucket, off some curl screens, off some follow screens. So you've got to fix that, number one. Then also they've hit some. We've had one player here, Jarday. He's had 4 3-point shots. That's 12 points. We're down 7. So got to figure out how to guard him, keep him from getting open, and then making him beat you off the dribble. And let's figure out if he can beat you off the dribble. We know he can shoot the long-range bomb. Let's see if he can beat us off the bounce.
38-31 at the break. Let's break down the stats. The Pickett County Bobcats had all of their players score in that first half that played in the ball game. So 6 of them scored in total. 11 points for Zach Amonette, 7 for Hunter Wattenbarger, 4 apiece for Jacob Amonette and Heath Wattenbarger, 2 points for Caleb Lohorn, and 3 for Eli Reagan. On the other side, there were 6 different scores for the Powell Panthers. 8 points for Austin Hurd, 12, like Casey just mentioned, for Bryce George-Ray. He hit 4 3-pointers in that first half. 7 points for Aiden Green, 4 for Caleb Walker, 5 for Eli Walls, and 2 for Darius Kinnebrew. Halftime score 38-31. Take another short break, and then we'll have some scores from around the area coming back after that.
When it comes to home improvements, functionality is king. The kitchen is the heart of every home, and it's usually the best place to invest your money. At People's Bank, our home improvement loan officers have the knowledge and experience to guide you through the loan process. Come by People's Bank and talk with us today. We'd love to hear all about your plans and dreams. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amanette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amanette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
Back at halftime here on UC Sports Nation. Jacob Vincent alongside Casey Bolden. 38-31 our halftime score here from Oneida in the first semifinal game between the Pickett County Bobcats and the Powell Panthers. Panthers leading by those 7 points. A lot of games going on around the area, Casey.
Yeah, absolutely, Jacob. The UC Sports Nation scoreboard. We'll go through the girls' side first. Down in Sparta, it's a Sonic shootout. Upperman actually filled in today. Came in for a Van Buren County team that had some issues. Weren't able to play. Upperman came in, filled that slot, beat Lawrence County today 54-43. Also down in Sparta at the Sonic shootout, Warren County takes down York 46-31. Kind of a big game. It's York. I'm really impressed by that score from Warren County. Later tonight down in Sparta, you've got a big game. White County Clark Range. That's set the tip at 7 Central. Right here at the girls' Big South Fork tournament, Mount Pittsca Christian beat Monterey earlier today 57-49. Game you heard right here on UC Sports Nation. Pickett County Lady Bobcats take down Sunbright 51-46. And over at the Clay County Christmas tournament, Joe Burns 41, Jackson County 28. And over at the Loudon Christmas tournament, Livingston Academy 77, Loudon 22. Over on the boys' side, at the Sonic shootout, Warren County takes down York today 78-76 in consolation bracket action. White County over Coffee County 63-51. And then later tonight, you've got Tennessee Heat's going to play Cascade for a chance at the championship game tomorrow. One last final we've got, Jacob, on the boys' side. Over at the Loudon Christmas tournament, the Livingston Academy Wildcats take down Loudon 57-49. Jacob, that's the UC Sports Nation scoreboard. Back to you.
Going to take another short break. After that, we'll have second half action right here on UC Sports Nation.
The Pickett County Bobcats. Today's game sponsored by First Choice Family Care. When you're on the injury report, your choice is First Choice Family Care. 864-3232. By Kiesling Insurance. Auto, home, life, business insurance. Protecting families like yours with the best coverage. Kiesling Insurance. Pryor's Auto Spot. Saving you money on your next set of tires. Auto repairs, diesel too. Pryor's Auto Spot, Highway 111. And by People's Bank, Pickett County's community bank. Investing in the future, one customer at a time. People's Bank.
Back here at Oneida, halftime is done. We're ready for the second half between the Pickett County Bobcats and the Powell Panthers. 38-31 the score at halftime. The Powell Panthers down early against the Bobcats were able to string together a couple of buckets, and the Bobcats, they helped them out. They took a couple of bad shots offensively. We'll see if that changes here in the second half. Bobcats will start out with the basketball first, trailing by 7. Jacob Amanette will have the basketball and give it over to Hunter Wattenbarger on the left side. Caleb Lowhorn, top of the key, will go right side now to Jacob. Down low to Caleb Lowhorn, has two defenders on him. Goes up and gets the 2 points to go. So how about that? Coach Amonette drawing up a play for Caleb Lohorn to start out the second half.
He's not the guy we thought would take it, but man, what a play right there. Nice first set by the Bobcats.
Within 5 at the other end, Walker fires away the two-pointer. That ball no good. Rebound loose is picked up by the Bobcats. Hurd was almost able to bring it down, but 4 Bobcats were able to get to it. Hunter Wattenbarger with it for the Bobcats. Goes to the right side, hand off to his brother Heath. Give it back to Hunter in the corner. Hunter dribbling along the perimeter, off to Jacob Amonette out near half court, looking right side for Zach. Zach will skip it over to Hunter left side. They're going to run the same exact play here. Can't get it to Caleb on the top of the key that time. Now we'll give it back to Hunter left wing. Hunter being guarded by Eli Walls. Will go to the left side for Zach Amonette. Zach Amonette has 2 defenders on him. Back off to Hunter again along the perimeter. Now we'll drive in, kick it out to Heath on the wing. Heath will drive in, penetrates, spin around, looking for a pass, finds Lohorn left block, bounces it back to Heath, kick out Hunter, fakes a 3, drives in, pulls up from 15 feet. It's short, no good, and couldn't get the rebound. At the other end, Panthers with the basketball. Green trying to drive in on Jacob Amonette. Stopped him initially, drives back in and gets the floater to go with the left hand.
Athletic guy making a really athletic play right there.
Aiden Green with 9 points. At the other end, Zach Amonette with a triple, no good. Rebound is picked up by the Powell Panthers. It'll be Walker bringing the ball up. It's 40-33, still a 7-point advantage for the Panthers. Aiden Green goes past his first defender, and then Caleb Lohorn chops down on his arm. That's going to send Aiden Green to the line. Lohorn picks up his third. It'll be the first of the second half for Pickett County. And Aiden Green will be at the line for the first time.
Yeah, he brought it right down the center cut here, right down the paint. Lohorn got up in the air, knew he was going to foul him, probably a hard foul. Wasn't going to make sure he didn't get the bucket. He's going to the line and shoot a couple of free throws.
Well, he did just that. Caleb pretty good at doing that as well. Second free throw, good again. He goes 2 for 2 from the stripe. He's got 4 already in the second half. The 3-star wide receiver football recruits. It's 42-33, the biggest lead of the game for the Powell Panthers. Here is Hunter Wattenbarger on the top of the key, picks up his dribble, pass off to Lohorn, give it back to Hunter, who fakes a 3, now pulls up for 3. That's way off the mark, and rebounded by Green. In transition go the Panthers, bounce it off in the corner to Walker, fire away the triple, it's short. Hunter the rebound, we've got a foul off the ball. If this is on Caleb Lohorn, it's his 4th, and it is. Caleb Lohorn gets tagged with his 4th foul off of the ball. He's going to have to come out for some time. That's going to be a big one. We'll see if Eli Reagan can step up here for Pickett County.
Yeah, got to have Eli Reagan step up.
They throw it into Eli Walls on the top of the key for the Panthers. He tries to penetrate, spins around, puts up a fading away jump shot. It's no good and rebounded by the Bobcats. 5.5 to play here in the third. Zach Amonette at the other end to the basket, up and under. Couldn't get enough English, but rebounded by Hunter Wattenbarger. Hunter, he'll try to penetrate. Kick out to Zach Amonette for a triple. That one goes. 14 points for Zach.
Good penetration right there by Hunter. He found Zach wide open in the corner. He was able to knock it down. Let's see if Pickett can make a run right here.
They need a stop, but it's a good pass down low to Hurd, who had Eli Reagan sealed as Reagan was trying to front him. And Hurd gets into double figures.
Yeah, it's a big mismatch right there. He outweighs him, he outsizes him. It's going to be a tough go right there for Eli Reagan. He's just got to button his chin strap a little bit tighter.
Makes it 44-36 with 4:53 remaining here in the third. Jacob Amonette on the left wing with the basketball, looking over the top for Heath Wattenbarger. That pass picked off, thrown back in the bounds for the Panthers. Here's Eli Walls, pass stolen away, but picked back up by George Ray on the right side. Pulls up for his first 2 and is able to knock it down. Had 4 threes before that one. He's got 14 points.
Jarday's a nice basketball player for sure, Jacob, playing at a high level tonight.
10-point advantage now for the Panthers, 46-36, and a foul's going to be called on Eli Walls. That's going to be his 4th. So now 2 players with 4 fouls in this game. Caleb Lohorn for the Bobcats and Eli Walls for the Panthers with 4:23 to play here in the third quarter. Second team foul, check that, first team foul on the Panthers in the second half. Jacob Amonette will inbound Eli Reagan, and that's quickly going to be another foul on the Panthers. This one called on Walker. That's his first.
Yeah, he came out. Reagan caught the ball right near the center line, and the defender ran right into him, kind of shoved him across court. They had to call that one.
This time they just throw it in the backcourt for Jacob Amonette. He'll go get it with 4:20 on the clock for the Bobcats, trailing by 10. Hunter Wattenbarger on the left wing. Hunter being guarded by Kennebrew. He'll dribble it with the right hand towards the top of the key. Now he'll drive in towards the basket, spin around. Kennebrew knocked it away, got it back out to Zach. A deep two is going to fall. His toe was on the line.
Yeah, right on the line right there. Good call by the officials.
46-38, the Bobcats still hanging around within 8. 3:53 remaining in the third. That might be a moving screen, and it is. Kennebrew didn't get set on Hunter Wattenbarger, and Kennebrew going to pick up his third foul, and the Panthers want a timeout. Full timeout, we'll take it with them. 3:51 to play in the third. It's 46-38. Bobcats trail by 8. We're back in a minute.
Because of the COVID-19 coronavirus, at People's Bank, we've experienced a major surge in the use of our remote banking services. Our mobile banking app with electronic payment options and remote deposit capability is the fastest growing financial service we provide. Whatever banking services you need, People's Bank is leading the way into the 21st century. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
Back in Oneida, out of the timeout, Eli Reagan with the basketball for the Bobcats. Zach Amonette along the perimeter, penetrating, stepping back, pass off to Heath, down low on the left block. Now he'll go up with a shot and get it to go out of the timeout. 6 points for Heath Wattenbarger.
Cut it to 6 points right here as well. Let's see if the Bobcats can get a defensive stop.
And Coach Barnes at that last timeout telling his team to run the offense, get it in the paint. You have the advantage. But the Bobcats going with a zone defense here. Kennebrew going to take the jump shot, is able to knock it down from the left side. He's got 4 points. It's 48-30. 3:12 to play in the third. Jacob Amonette will pull it out at half court, set up the offense. Off to Eli Reagan, who drives it to the right side. Hands off to Zach, who's going to penetrate, get inside, kick it out to Hunter. Hunter fakes a three, now pulls up from 15 feet and knocks it down. Hunter Wattenbarger with his 9th point of the ball game.
Bobcats are feeling a little, they've got a little rhythm here offensively. Just got to get some stops down here on the defensive end.
It's 48-42. They're within 2 possessions, the closest they've been for quite some time. Kennebrew on the left wing. Nobody's guarding him on the perimeter because they want him to shoot, although he did just knock down that last jump shot. So Kennebrew still dribbling out there. Eli Reagan is just sitting in the paint. They're in a man-to-man, but Eli Reagan is just not guarding Kennebrew at all. And if they're not going to send a defender out to him, he's just going to keep dribbling out near half court.
Yeah, they're going to hold it out there and make somebody come and guard him. We'll see what happens right here. It's a little chess match between Coach Amonette and Coach Barnes.
It's a 6-point ball game right now. 2:15 to play in the third quarter. And now they're going to send the defense out to him.
Looks like they've changed it up right here to a 1-3-1.
Zach Amonette at the top of it. Kennebrew and Jardre at the top for the Powell Panthers. And they're just passing it back and forth between each other unless they can get it in the middle. They get it on the wing to Walker, back to Kennebrew. Now they're going to switch back to a man-to-man. Kennebrew in the middle of the paint, off to Hurd. Hurd down low, lays it up and in. Good methodical offense there for the Panthers.
Yeah, I don't think Kennebrew is going to hurt you offensively from the perimeter, but when he drives, he's pretty good.
At the other end, Heath Wattenbarger able to answer, so back to a 6-point ball game, 50-44. What are the Bobcats' answer, though, defensively? Down low, Kennebrew lost the handle. It's a turnover. Eli Reagan leading the break. Up to Zach Amonette on the wing. Zach for the Bobcats, 1:18 to play here in the third quarter. Pass off to his brother Jacob. Will then find Eli Reagan. Drive it to the right side. Hand off Zach. Fakes the three. Steps back. Fires it away. That one's going to be way short, but rebounded by Hunter Wattenbarger. Missed on the putback.
Almost all the way in and out. Jacob, tough break right there by Hunter.
They needed that one to go. Would have made it a 4-point ball game. At the other end, Green is able to get a floater to go with the left hand. That's a big 4-point switch. Makes it 52-44 rather than 50-46 at the other end. Zach Amonette, triple is good from the top of the key, and Coach Amonette takes a timeout. Makes it 52-47. Within 5 are the Pickett County Bobcats with 44 seconds to play in the third quarter. Full timeout on the court. We'll take it with them. Back in a minute on UC Sports Nation.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Well, this is shaping up to be a good one, Casey. 52-47, 40 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Powell with the basketball out of the timeout. They'll kick it out to Kennebrew. Falling to the ground went Hunter Wattenbarger, but they didn't call it offensively. Hunter asking the referee for an explanation, as they're just going to waste time are the Panthers for the final shot with 24 seconds on the clock. It's 52-47. A stop here would go a long way heading into the fourth quarter for the Bobcats and keep it at a 5-point ball game. They're going to face guard Jardre here on the near side. Aiden Green goes to get the ball for the Panthers. 10 seconds on the clock. 52-47. 5 seconds now for Green, top of the key. Left side it goes to Kennebrew. Kennebrew pulls up, fires it away, knocks it down from the left baseline again. And Kennebrew with his 6th point of the ball game. 54-47 at the end of 3, and that's the one guy that they weren't going to guard. Kennebrew took advantage and was able to knock it down. We'll take another short break. Fourth quarter action on the other side.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We get ready to start the fourth quarter from Oneida High School. It's the first semifinal of the night on the boys' side. The Powell Panthers leading the Pickett County Bobcats 54-47. The Powell Panthers in Class 4A here in Tennessee. The Pickett County Bobcats in Class 1A. About 1,100 students for the Panthers and about 150 for the Pickett County Bobcats. So a bit different school size-wise. Here's Aiden Green in the middle of the zone. Had the ball poked away, lost it out of bounds. And actually they're going to say, did they just call a foul on Jacob Amonette?
I believe they did.
They sure did. So they tagged Jacob Amonette with his first foul. Looked like the ball just went out of bounds, and it looked like it was good defense, but they're going to say a foul on Jacob Amonette. It's the team's third here in the second half, the first on Jacob. Kennebrew with the basketball for the Panthers, pulling up again in the mid-range and again knocking it down. He's 4 of 4 from that mid-range spot.
Yeah, that's a tough break right there for the Bobcats. Didn't think Coach Amonette didn't think he could score, and obviously he has.
That's going to be a backcourt violation by the Bobcats, as they tried to get it handed off to Zach Amonette. Went off his shin into the backcourt. Caleb Lohorn going to check in with 4 fouls for the Bobcats. Zach Amonette takes a rest for the time being. 7:29 to play in this ball game, 56-47. Kennebrew with the basketball, almost turned it over. Green's got it now, drives to the basket. Good defense by Hunter. Might have been a foul on Kennebrew, but they didn't call it. Heath fighting for the ball, and it's going to be a jump ball call.
Yeah, that should have been a foul on Kennebrew. He came in there and was really rough trying to come in. Officials missed one right there.
Now we're going to see some full court pressure from the Powell Panthers. The Bobcats going to have to break it. Zach Amonette checks back in. Heath inbound to Hunter. Hunter looking ahead, finds Jacob Amonette. Jacob on the wing, give it back to Hunter across the timeline. Now he'll drive, get to the basket, draw the contact. He'll be at the line for two of them. The foul going to be called on Austin Hurd, his third.
Yeah, we got to figure out a way to get Hunter going right here. Knock a couple of free throws down. He's been fairly quiet here in the second half. Jacob only had 2 points there in the third quarter.
How about these minutes from Kennebrew as well? Kennebrew going to check out for Eli Walls after this first free throw. Eli Walls checks in with 4 fouls, but Kennebrew some really solid minutes for a long stretch there for the Panthers. First made free throw there for Hunter Wattenbarger.
Coach Barnes going to be really impressed right there with Kennebrew's run time. Really, really nice effort.
Second free throw, short, no good, and rebounded by the Panthers. Just short-armed it. 56-48, 7 minutes remaining in the ball game. Panthers with the lead by 8. Here's Jardre, move it left side for Walker on the wing. Walker will give it back, top of the key for Walls. We'll find Green on the right side. Green, free throw line extended, drives to the basket, gets all the way to the hoop, rises up, and lays it in with the left hand with a finger roll.
Wow, really nice. Really good elevation right there as well.
Eli Reagan with it now for the Bobcats. Kick it out to Zach Amonette. Move it to Jacob in the corner. Wide open. Fires it away. It's deep. No good. Rebounds loose. Hunter's there. A shot fake. Goes up and lays it in with the left hand. He's got 12 points now. Makes it 58-50. The Bobcats needing a stop here soon. 6:20 to play in the ball game. Walker on the left wing, looking for Green. Pushed over was Green by Wattenbarger. Down low is Walls, off the window and good from the left side.
Yeah, you talked about it. Coach Barnes said, hey, let's get the ball inside, and they sure have.
And what a move there by Hunter Wattenbarger. Diced across the lane and was able to lay it up and in with the right hand.
Just got to figure out a way to get a stop down here on the defensive end.
Just trading buckets right now, 60-52, under 6 minutes to play in the ball game. Walker fakes the three, top of the key, now pulls up at the free throw line, and he knocks down a deuce. Caleb Walker with 6 points now. It's a 10-point lead. Hunter Wattenbarger on the left side against the zone defense now for the Panthers. Zach in the corner for a three. That one falls. And a timeout taken by Coach Amonette. Zach Amonette and Hunter Wattenbarger trying to get the Bobcats back into this ball game. It's a 7-point ball game, 62-55, 5.5 to play in the fourth. We're back in a minute.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business. Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
5.5 to play in the ball game. It's 62-55. Panthers lead by 7. And they have the basketball out of the timeout. Aiden Green will bring it up on the right side. Crossover on Hunter Wattenbarger. Drive in, spin around, kick it out to Walker on the wing. Wattenbarger was able to stay in front of him. Now Walker tries to penetrate. Kick it back out to Walls on the perimeter. Green will fake a three from the top of the key. Green looking around. Will kick it out to Walker on the wing. Fires it away. It's short, no good. Bobcats vying for the rebound. Is going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Panthers underneath the basket.
Yeah, a long rebound right there. Jacob Amonette came in and tried to, now they're changing it. Bobcats ball.
That's what it looked like. It hit the Panthers last, so the Bobcats will get it with 5:06 to play here in this ball game. They trail by 7. A bucket here is huge. Jacob Amonette will bring it up the court for the Bobcats. Tried to throw it into Zach Amonette, but it's picked off by Green. Green out front, goes up and throws it down. 17 points for Aiden Green, makes it 64-55. Jacob Amonette and Eli Reagan running into each other at half court. The pass stolen away. Now Wall's going to go up and he throws it down. Back-to-back dunks for the Panthers. And a timeout taken by the Bobcats. It went from bad to worse with 4:37 to play in the ball game. 66-55, an 11-point advantage, and another full timeout on the court. We'll take it with them.
Exclusive coverage of Bobcats basketball. Sponsored by First Choice Family Care. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. People's Bank and Trust. Pickett County's community bank. People's Bank. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC. Kiesling Insurance. 35 years serving neighbors like you in Pickett County. Visit KieslingINS.com. And by Milestone Physical Therapy. Improving lives, building futures by finding the source of pain. Milestone Physical Therapy.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. 117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that.
Back here at Oneida, Heath Wattenbarger able to get 2 points to go down low for the Bobcats, and a much-needed bucket gets it to a 9-point ball game, 66-57 with 4 minutes remaining here in the ball game. Green in the middle of the lane, floating in the lane, lays it up and in again for 2 points. He's starting to take over here in the fourth.
Yeah, his athleticism's really starting to show up right now.
Hunter Wattenbarger had it on the near sideline. It was poked away, and he lost it out of bounds. And that's going to be a turnover by the Bobcats, and Powell back with it.
Yeah, that's their 10th turnover of the game right there, Jacob. Really unfortunate.
It's an 11-point lead for the Powell Panthers, and a lot of fans in this gym right now for the game coming up next. 68-57, 3:40 to play in the ball game. It's now or never for the Bobcats, trailing by 11. Looking down low for Hurd. Hurd backing down low, Horn spinning around and rises up over him for the 2 points. He's the third double-figure scorer for this Panther squad. He's got 14. Handoff, Zach Amonette. He gets bumped, and a foul's going to be called on Judge Ray. That'll be his first. And Coach Barnes wants a timeout after the foul is put in the book. That's going to be a full timeout as well. 70-57, the biggest lead of the game for the Panthers at 13 with 3:19 to play. We'll take another short break and be back in a minute.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Out of the timeout, Bobcats trying to inbound the basketball. And it looks like they give a warning there.
Couldn't really tell what happened.
I think they gave a warning. I think they said Walls I don't know what they called actually. But either way, it's going to be Bobcats basketball after they inbound it the second time. 3:13 to play in this game. They're down 13. Looking down low for Caleb Lowhorn. He puts up the shot. He'll get it to go in the same play they ran to start the second half. He's got 6 points. That was a backcourt violation. They didn't call it.
Yeah, that's a really bad miss right there by the officials.
Well, fortunately, the Panthers were able to help the officials out. That ball was thrown out of bounds, and the Bobcats will get it back with 2:56 to play here in the fourth quarter.
He was 2 steps beyond the midcourt line and then threw it to the backcourt.
70-59. 11-point ball game here. Bobcats trying to cut into that lead. Zach Amonette going to the basket. A whistle, and they're going to call a travel on Zach Amonette. They're going to say he moved his pivot foot when he tried to spin around. So that's another turnover by the Bobcats. Turnovers desperately hurting this Bobcats team. Full court pressure, Panthers with it. Kick it out, George Ray on the wing. Didn't take the three that time. He was wide open. That was the most open he'd been all game. This ball almost turned over. Going into the bench was Hunter Wattenbarger to try to save it, but couldn't get there in time. It'll belong to the Panthers here on the near sideline. 70-59 is the score. It's 2.5 to play in the ball game. Aiden Green has the basketball for Powell. Trying to split the double team. Will pass out of it over to Walker on the left side. And Powell, they're just trying to waste some time now.
They missed a double dribble right there as well.
Down low, pass is loose on the ground. Heath Wattenbarger has it. And a tie possession is going to belong to the Bobcats, I believe. Actually, they called it out of bounds. They're going to say the Panthers' foot was out of bounds while they were laying on the ground. And so it will be Bobcats basketball. 2:11 to play. Bobcats needing points, down 11. Zach Amonette, top of the key, kick out to Jacob on the wing. Jacob handoff to Hunter along the perimeter. Hunter drives with the left hand, pulls up from 17 feet, flies it away, can't get it to fall. Rebound out of bounds is going to belong to the Panthers. Under 2 to play now. It's 70-59. And Coach Amonette having a time with it over there with the referees.
Yeah.
He's trying to calm himself down. He's sitting down on the bench. There's a pass that's stolen away by the Bobcats. So still a chance, but they need points now. Zach Amonette bringing the ball up, finds Jacob. Deep triple on the way. That one is not going to fall, but Caleb Lowhorn gets the offensive rebound. Kick it back out to Zach. Lost the handle, got it back. Puts a couple dribbles on the hardwood. Will drive in, kick it in the corner to his brother Jacob. Fires it away, knocks it down that time. He's got 7, and it's an 8-point ball game with 1:25. The bad thing is they're still 4 fouls away from sending the Panthers into one in bonus.
Yeah, not a whole lot of fouls here in the second half by either team.
That time Zach is going to pick up his second, so still 3 away.
They can afford to be really aggressive right here on the inbound. We'll see if they face guard and try to get a 5-second count right here.
Just 14 fouls right now. They inbound to Green, and Jacob not fouling yet. Walls gets it. They get it across half court to George Ray. You got to foul right now. Green with it. Over to Walker. Lowhorn can't foul because he's got 4. Still moving the ball, and finally Hunter dives in for the foul. He's going to be tagged with his first. It's going to be the team's 5th. Green took a shot to the face that time, too. The Panthers will take it out here on the near sideline, so still 2 more. Got to try to foul as soon as that ball gets put in. Eli Reagan going to check in here. But it's soon they bring him in for Zach Amonette. Zach only with 2 fouls. Inbounds to Walker. Walker on the baseline. A whistle and a timeout taken by the Panthers. Wait and see if they call it a 30. I believe they did call it a 30, so they still have 1 full left. 70-62 with 1:01 on the clock. If you're the Bobcats, you got to foul as quickly as possible. Obviously go for the steal first, but got to foul as quickly as possible to stop the clock and try to get to the 1 in bonus. Only 5 team fouls right now.
Yeah, they've got a face guard right here. Try to force a 5-second turnover. Try to force Powell to throw it somewhere that they don't want to. A risky throw in. Try to tip it away, tap it away. Try to get down on the other end and make a score. Pickett County still got a timeout in their pocket. Look for a timeout if they get an easy score or in transition right here.
Only a 30-second timeout. Powell has 1 full timeout left.
And Jacob, to your point, this place is packed. It's standing room only all the way around the walls. Feels like it's gotten about 10 degrees warmer in here in the last 30 minutes, too.
Panthers take it out on the right baseline. Looking to inbound, throw it over the top for Hurd. They tried to reach in to get the ball, lost the ball out of bounds. That's going to be Bobcats basketball with 58 seconds to play. And an 8-point ball game, it's 70-62. They throw it into Jacob Amonette. He races up the court, pass off to Eli Reagan on the right side to Zach Amonette. Penetrates, spins around, kick out. Hunter fires away the triple, knocked it down. 70-65 now with 45 seconds to play. Walls has it. They try to get the foul. They didn't call it. Aiden Green down low on the left baseline trying to foul Hurd. That ball went out of bounds, and that's going to be Panthers basketball.
Bobcats still fighting right here. Jacob down 5. Need to try to force another turnover, get a steal right here.
37 seconds to play. Only 5 team fouls still. Trying to inbound over the Panthers. They throw it into Jardre. We've got a whistle, and I think the Panthers took a timeout. The Panthers do take the timeout. It's a full one, so that's their final timeout. With 36 seconds on the clock in a 70-65 ball game, we'll keep it right here. So 70-65, Panthers out of timeouts. 1 timeout left for Pickett County. They only have a 30. And the Panthers, the Bobcats, like you mentioned, trying to force something, a turnover. They still have 2 more fouls to send the Panthers to the line. So if they can get it right away, that's still going to take off at least 5 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, you've got to be really aggressive right here. I'm sure Coach Amonette's over there talking about face guard. Hey, it's only 5 seconds. Play your guts out right here for 5 seconds. Try to force them into something that they don't want. They're out of timeout, so if they struggle to get the ball in bounds, they can't call a timeout, so they don't have that safety net. So let's see if they can force a timeout, force a turnover, or try to get a steal right here off the inbound.
So the Panthers will take it out on the far sideline across from us, right around the free throw line. They're going to set up in a stack set, and they're going to throw Hurd on the left block. Taking it out is Walls. Walls will inbound to Jardre, give it off to Walls on the wing, and they foul Walls with 33.6 seconds. That's only going to be the 6th team foul. Now going to be on Heath Wattenbarger. That'll be his 2nd, so they still need 1 more to send him to the line. I mentioned it. Going to take about 5 seconds off to do this if they can get it done quickly. 33.6 seconds on the clock right here. Walls looking to inbound, throw it over the top for Green. Green has it, just dribbles around out near half court. They get the foul. That's going to be called on Hunter. That's going to be his 2nd. So that's going to send Aiden Green to the line for 1 in bonus. 70-65 is the score with 30.5 seconds on the clock. Aiden Green, the junior 3-star football recruit at the line for the front end. The lefty flies it and knocks it down.
Got him with 19 points on the night. He's a really good-looking athlete. He's got a bright future on the head of him on the football field, but he's also a heck of a basketball player, Jacob.
2 good free throws that time. Bobcats trail by 7, 72-65. On the right side, Zach Amonette. Zach Amonette coming off a screen, firing it away, knocks it down again from the top of the key. And a timeout taken by Coach Amonette. It's a 4-point ball game with 21 seconds to play. That is the final timeout, so it's just a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. 72-68, the Bobcats doing what they can. 21 seconds to play. You cannot let them get down the court here on the inbounds.
Yeah, you got to get a foul immediately. Go for that steal. Get a foul immediately. Try to get them down here on the free throw line. See if they can miss a couple. So you can try to get back down court. You've got a 4-point game here. You don't necessarily need a 3. You can go for a 2, make it a single possession game either way with 1 score. Really impressed right here with the heart of the Bobcats. They were down 11. Hey, they're still fighting. They're down 4. They've got an opportunity to cut it even closer right here. Let's see what happens here in the last 21 seconds.
No timeouts on either side. The possession arrow in favor of the Powell Panthers with 21 seconds on the clock in a 4-point ball game. The Panthers have to go the full length of the court. They're going to go man-to-man are the Bobcats. They throw it in the corner to Hurd. Cross court down low as Walker lays it up and lays it in. That's the last case scenario you needed for the Bobcats. So at the other end, the Bobcats will have it. Zach Amonette with 7 seconds, stepping back, passing it off to Heath Wattenbarger. On the wing, it goes to Jacob with 2 seconds into the corner, gets the shot off in time and knocks it down, but it's not going to matter. Final score 74-71. The Bobcats fall in this one to the Powell Panthers in the first semifinal game of the night. What a game it was. We need a short break, and then we'll break it down for you right here on UC Sports Nation.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
Going to the doctor regularly. It's not your favorite thing in the world, but it is the key to staying healthy. So schedule an annual physical with Byrdstown Medical Center, 864-3187. A lot can change in a year. Better to fix it than wonder, right? 864-3187. Byrdstown Medical Center was started by local people to take care of neighbors and friends, like you. Schedule your wellness exam now. Most insurance is accepted. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
This is Emily Gibson, your Twin Lakes Security Sales Consultant. The holiday delivery season is here. Know what's happening with Santa or the services that don't use reindeer with a high-definition camera system from Twin Lakes Security. With Twin Lakes, you can monitor deliveries in real time to ensure that your packages are safe and secure. Give me a call to talk about protecting your holiday deliveries and more at 931-528-2005 or visit us online at twinlakes.net.
T insert number C-0026.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Welcome back here on the post-game report from Oneida High School. The Pickett County Bobcats fall to the Powell Panthers 74-71. They trailed by as many as 11 with a minute to go, got all the way back and ended up falling by 3 points in the first semifinal, so they will play for third place in the South Fork Physical Therapy Christmas Classic tomorrow afternoon. That'll be at 5:30 Eastern, 4:30 Central. The Bobcats, they led early in this ball game, but the Panthers are a very talented group.
You know, I was just thinking about that at the break, Jacob. I will go out on a limb and say they were the best 4-6 team in the whole entire state of Tennessee coming into this game. That's a very, very talented ball club. They've got a lot of high-level guys that can really go. I look back, you know, Green, Jarday, Kennebrew came in, gave them some great minutes. That is a very good basketball team. As you think about it, you know, Pickett County got down 11, had an opportunity to really throw in the towel and quit, and that's just not in their DNA. They did not do that. They milked it out to the final possession, ended up getting beat by 3. Hey, they'll regroup, they'll come back tomorrow and play in another game at 5:30. So I thought overall, hey, they had a few turnovers. Overall tonight they turned it over 11 times. They got to take a little better care of that. Not a bad number. Just got to figure out how to take better care of the basketball. Down inside, they were outsized, outmatched tonight. It's hard to coach size. It's hard to coach athleticism. We're not going to see a whole lot of teams that have that many athletes in 1A basketball this year. Overall, I thought it was a really good effort by the Bobcats. They'll regroup and come back tomorrow.
74-71 the final score. Let's take you through some of the stats from the ball game for the Pickett County Bobcats. They were led by Zach Amonette. Hit 3 triples late in that fourth quarter. He finished with 28 points on the ball game. 17 for Hunter Wattenbarger, 10 for Heath Wattenbarger. Jacob Amonette had 7, Caleb Lohorn with 6, and 3 for Eli Reagan. On the other side for the Powell Panthers, they were led by Aiden Green with 23 points, 14 for Eli Walls, 14 for Bryce Jardre, who had 12 in the first half, 8 for Caleb Walker, 8 for Darius Kennebrew, and 7 for Eli Walls. Final score 74-71. The Bobcats will play for third place tomorrow evening. They'll play at 5:30 Eastern Time, 4:30 Central Time. We'll have coverage starting at about 5:15, and they will take on the winner of this game coming up right now in a very packed Oneida High School gym. Oneida taking on Scott. Coach Hammondette even mentioned it before our game, saying these two teams, they've met maybe twice in the last 10 years, so when they do get to meet, everybody shows out.
Yeah, it's a crosstown rivalry. You've probably got folks in the same household that maybe mom went to Scott County, dad went to Oneida, so this gym is absolutely packed. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a great high school environment, no doubt.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to have to stay for at least the first half to maybe do some scouting for a third-place game coming up tomorrow. Don't forget the girls will be playing for the championship. They will be taking on that Powell Panthers team. We got a chance to see them play after they had finished their game. That's a very talented Powell Panthers girls basketball team.
Yeah, they're undefeated. It's for a reason. They're very well coached. They've got a couple of players that can really light it up from three-point range. We'll scout them a little bit more tonight and tell you a little bit more about them tomorrow. But they're undefeated for a reason. Pickett County's going to have all they can handle tomorrow. Hey, they've made it to the championship, giving themselves an opportunity to win. Hey, that's why they play the game, right? So tomorrow, big night, big game for the Lady Bobcats tomorrow.
Lady Bobcats, they won by a final score of 51-46. The Powell Lady Panthers won 70-40 over the home team Oneida Lady Indians. Coming up next is going to be Oneida and Scott, and the loser of this game will face Pickett County in the third-place game tomorrow at 5:30. So that's what we got coming up tomorrow. 5:30 and 7 o'clock Eastern Time will be the boys and girls games respectively. Third place for the boys, championship for the girls. That's going to do it for us today. Appreciate you all joining us on UCSportsNation.com. For Casey Bolden, I'm Jacob Vincent saying so long for today. We'll talk to you tomorrow evening.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.